I have a backdrop, dog.
It's a blanket.
Welcome back
Blanket.
to the Average Bros Podcast, episode 13. Lucky number 13. Today we got Darren, Lewis, David, and myself here. David is, well, you can hear him. You can't see him if you're watching, but
Yeah,
his lovely voice is
I'm
still
on the
here
road.
with us.
I'm on the road.
again.
On the road.
How's your guys' weeks? Anybody want to go? Anybody do anything fun?
Great. No.
Aside from LA Thieves ruining my bracket, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
They just ruined my Saturday, to be honest with
Or not my bracket, they ruined my picks, but yeah.
you.
Other than that, though, yeah, it's a good weekend.
Yeah. Thieves, Rocker, Empire, Surge all ruined my picks.
Well, we can go ahead and just jump right into Call of Duty talk. This it's actually funny because when we were starting this podcast, I always wanted to call it the Average Bros Podcast, but we thought of the name the COD Squad, which is one of our group chats on Twitter. And my girlfriend said that was like a fantastic name, and I was like, I don't know, I don't want to like limit us to talking just about Call of Duty. And I worried it would do that. And then pretty much every single episode, all 13 of them, we've talked about Call of Duty
That's all there
primarily.
is to talk about right now.
It's
yeah,
true.
and
It's true.
it's a weekly. It's like a weekly thing too with COD. Like I mean we could talk about other esports. I just don't. I think Maddie's the only one that watches literally everything.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't even know how it worked. Like,
Yeah.
It's because he doesn't play video games
Yeah,
with his
Maddie-
friends.
So he
Yeah,
follows
Matty
on Twitter.
talks about how he works for he works like insane hours. He's like, I gotta go to bed at like 7 p.m. He's like, I gotta work at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But then and I don't think he necessarily watches everything. He just keeps tabs on everything.
Yeah.
I think everything's always on Twitter because that's how I am too. Like I know
Yeah,
100 Thieves is like
yeah.
undefeated in LCS. I don't watch
Yeah.
LCS.
Well, I mean, it's kind of even like back during the early days of Halo 5 esports, where like we had a Halo Data Hive. So if I missed a scrim,
Yep.
I would just go to Halo Data Hive and see the results. I'm like, oh, okay, so that
Dude.
happened.
I hope
Halo
so
Data
badly
Hive
that
is
they're
so
back
good.
for Infinite.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
around.
me too.
I see him tweet all the time.
Well, I just
but,
mean I hope that
yeah.
Infinite allows that because I don't think MCC
Yeah, they
has that functionality.
Yeah, MCC doesn't.
What is it?
No.
Is it the API?
Halo
Is
Data
that what
Hive
it's
is
called?
clutch. I think so. Yeah. the
Like
API.
that's like what. That's what he has to have, or whoever runs it has to have.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think once more esports start picking back up here, because like I think Rocket League's in their off season until October or something crazy. Like there's not much to talk about.
yeah, they do the same thing at Halo's doing. Like, they have random tournaments and whatnot, but it's
Yeah.
not like the RLCS series.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely not just talk about Call of Duty, but for now, we're gonna start off talking about Call of Duty.
That'd be a good portion.
Yeah.
We had the Seattle home series this past weekend, and we talked last week about some of the key matchups. Basically, just for seeding for the main tournament coming up, champs. I literally could not think of the word champs.
Yeah.
Or the major or champs?
Well, the major seeding to me wasn't as important because we're so close to champs.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true.
I've been more worried about just like going into champs and the major actually can affect it a lot, but
Yeah, you're focused on champs right now, Ice.
yeah, I mean pretty much.
Head down
So
grinding.
just to eliminate who will not be at champs.
So it will
Surge.
be Surge, London, Paris, and the LA Gorillas.
Most of the teams that like turned up this weekend.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Yeah.
I saw Seattle 3-0'd LAG, and I was like, all right, good job, guys.
No one saw
How
that
many
coming.
How many days is champs?
4,
I hope it's not a lot. I hope it's not more than 4.
Let me look.
I'll do Thursday through Sunday. I could do that,
Let's
but
look. I
Wednesday
think
through
I want to
Sunday?
say it's Thursday through Sunday
I don't.
Yeah,
even
it
think
is,
need to be
because-
Thursday through Sunday.
because they're not going to
it
allow.
doesn't need to be at all. It's only 8
fans.
teams. You can do it in 2 days.
Yeah,
Was it
that's my mindset into it. That's weird.
champs
top
or
8.
was it the major that they won't allow fans for the first?
What?
They're allowing
We're-
fans. into
it's
the
champs
major
here
and
forward.
champs.
Yeah, from here on forward, it's fans and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, was it major 4 that didn't have fans the first 2 days?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why.
No, not the first 2 days, just in general. Major
just
5 is the one that the first 2 days there's no fans.
Okay,
and then
okay.
the Saturday, Sunday.
And then
is
yeah,
fans.
champs here you can buy. Yeah, okay. So it's this is interesting. You have to buy. You can buy tickets like for champs based off of a playoff pass, which is the first 3 days, and then you can buy your championship Sunday ticket.
That's weird.
That's kind of
So
interesting.
it is. So it's 4 days.
Yeah, so it's 4 days.
That's dumb.
Yeah, I think it's literally going to be a regular broadcast almost.
Yeah, I think it is.
Which is kind of lame. I think it's weird too
think
though,
it should
because in
be
most
Saturday, Sunday.
esports, or not most esports, I would say like the only other comparable one would be like Halo. Would be, isn't it usually top 12 and top 8 on Saturday, pretty much, and then Sunday is top 4 for the
Yeah.
most part.
I'm
Yeah,
looking at
right?
the schedule, and Sunday there's only the championship match.
That's
God.
really weird.
Dude, what?
There's gonna be a lot of
Kidding me?
So that means no team has any kind of momentum going into their
You know what?
match.
Dude, they're
Listen,
trolling.
you know what's crazy about this stuff too, bro? Is somebody, I don't know who it is. It might be Breaking Point on Twitter, but they post the viewership numbers, and I mean, the only team that ever pulls big numbers is Optic,
Yeah.
and especially when they play one of the bigger people like an Empire or like a FaZe.
Yeah,
Um, So I think if Optic doesn't make it to Sunday on Champs Weekend, and it's literally like Empire FaZe, which is that's the only other option. Ultra could turn up, sure. It's gonna be FaZe and somebody else, right?
yeah.
I think, dude, the viewership for that is gonna be so low if it's not Optic in there,
I agree.
and it sucks because that's only like hurting them. So if they were doing like 3 matches on Sunday, which is the normal, right? It's the losers, or is it no? It's not winners. It's like the losers final, and then I guess just a grand final. Okay, so maybe 2. Am I tripping?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
No, I feel like no, you're right.
Yeah, it's like it's usually around 2 or 3, but like at least 2 or 3 matches would give people something to sit in for. Because
Yeah.
like if your team isn't there on Sunday, like dude, I'm not watching. You know what I mean? Like, I'll have it pulled up maybe, or like check up on it or something, but I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
interesting.
so weird, and it just does not need to be 4 days long. You could really start this Saturday and Sunday.
The major's 4 days, and there's 12
Like,
teams.
honestly.
Champs, there's only 8 teams.
Yeah, I know.
That's what we're
I
saying.
think that's dumb.
It makes no
I
sense.
just don't get it.
They're just like using everything as an excuse to just throw in more ads every
Yeah,
5 seconds.
I can't wait to watch more Heroes of the Storm or whatever that.
Yeah. Oh, Search and Destroy round 1 just finished. Here's an ad.
Oh,
It's like way too much, bro. Like they milk it pretty hard.
it's awful.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Still though, cool tournaments. Hopefully some cool stuff happens. Hopefully there's good results.
Mhm.
Big upsets. That'd be awesome.
Very
But,
large prize for the winning team. Each player will get approximately $300,000.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
I was
Let's
I was
sign up.
looking at the schedule for the major, and I was like, dude, they're literally this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's so many days for this, man.
Yeah.
It should be 3 days.
Yeah, I think he's right. I agree.
You're correct.
Yeah.
You're 100% correct.
That's what everybody agrees with, yeah.
Yep.
3 days.
That's usually what esports is 3 days or
Yeah.
2 at the least.
Yep.
I'm
Ridiculous.
really curious. Speaking about the majors and all that, who do you guys have major 5? Like, give me your top 4. Who are the top 4 teams for that major? Based off what you've seen.
Here, I'll let you guys go first. I'll go last.
I haven't done it, so I'll go dead last.
Well, I haven't done it either, but I'm gonna say my top 4 in no particular order is FaZe, Optic, Empire. I have to say Toronto. I mean, I have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of a given.
If Clayster comes back to his team before the major, which is up in the air, do you think NYSL is top 4?
I think it can be.
Do you think
Okay.
though, if he comes back, do you think they will be top 4? Because I'll tell you
so
my
wait,
answer.
so
I
wait.
don't think so.
I don't know.
So you're asking if Clay comes back for the major
Yeah.
and like competes in the major,
Yes.
like major 5, not champs.
Major 5.
Okay, so I think that they don't make top 4 only because New York is losers round 1.
Dude, that's so
like
crazy.
they start in losers bracket.
Yeah, that's
I
insane.
agree.
That's
think
that now. If Clay came back, then I think they could do it. But because of that, I don't think.
Yeah,
New York
for Major 5. Yeah.
top
I feel
four.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I still don't have them making top 4 either with or without Clay.
Darren, are your top 4 pretty much the same?
Uh,
Do you have Surge in there, maybe? A little wild card?
I was gonna throw the Ravens in there.
He's
but,
got
Really?
no, absolutely not.
You know, it's funny, though. The Ravens aren't that bad.
No,
no
just-
cap. They actually have not been terrible.
no,
I think they just
they
started off
performed
so poorly.
decently well. Yeah, they got 3-0'd by Optic, which Optic is on a tear. But then
Yeah.
Optic lost.
I'm probably honestly. I think my pick's pretty much up a bashes like FaZe, Empire,
Yeah.
Toronto, and Optic. But I think I think Optic's spot can be kind of swapped out with anybody.
Yeah.
Like
I think.
I don't know. I was gonna say that about like Toronto, especially the way they performed against Dallas.
Yeah. 3-1.
That's kind of been my thought here.
Yeah, 3-1, right?
I was gonna put them on the fence of the
Yeah,
fourth
I
place.
thought that Dallas was the underdog going into that match. So that match to me was an upset.
No, it was.
I picked it as an upset.
Even Dallas making the finals in the last major, I was still thinking Toronto was a step ahead because they've actually won a finals. So
I picked it as Toronto winning, and it was an upset. So
yeah,
which
crazy.
kind of up.
Yeah,
whole
Toronto's
you guys
looking
have, like,
shaky.
The last 2 days messed my picks all the way up.
Yeah, David?
Yeah. I was like, do you guys have a dark horse? Like
I have, yes.
if
I was actually just
everything
thinking
goes right
that.
for this.
I have 3 dark horses. Can I tell you them?
Hold up.
Yeah.
What
dark
ice?
This dude's about to pick 3 that aren't in the top 4. He's like, over half the teams in the CDL have a shot in this major.
I'll pick one. I'll pick one of the 3.
No, you're
but
good. Give
there's
us your
3 dark horses. One of them's not really that big of a dark horse. But okay, so Florida, Surge, and Rocker. I think the ultimate dark horse is Surge, just because of where they are on the bracket on the loser side. I think Legion, they got that easy cash. Royal Ravens, if they beat that, easy cash. It just depends on their elimination round 3 and who they face.
Dude, Surge has nothing to play for, so they have nothing to lose. They could just be throwing anything and everything at everybody. Like Octane running a sub, dude. Like what?
Imagine they win the major, but they
on
didn't
land.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That would be
they
crazy.
did. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a very good point. Oh my god.
I think the ultimate dark horse for me would be Surge, just because they did pretty well on land last time. I think Optic was on their first.
Yeah.
I think that was their first match where they started making a run in the losers bracket, so they just happened to catch fire at the right time and put out the Surge. But
and it's 4 good players, like
great, yeah,
like
on
they're
land.
solid players. That's what's weird about it.
So okay,
on land,
and this is something we kind of like have down to talk about. With the standings, Minnesota is 6th right now, which means that they're not in the elimination bracket to start champs. They have a 20-point lead over the Thieves, and then there's 10 more points back to Florida. My issue with all 3 of those teams, and why I don't know that any of those 3 teams have a shot in this major, is they are either really good or really bad. There's like no in between.
Yes.
And it's all 3 of those teams are just like that.
Other days they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Especially Florida comes out and wins majors, and then they don't.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't really win a major until since last year, but still.
But they won even last year. They almost went. I think they went 3 in a row, or were really close to 3 in a row.
it's
some
weird,
of the same players.
Yeah, but they had the X Factor on the team.
Frosty.
So I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
I just don't see any of those
Florida's
3
not doing
teams.
it for me. Florida's not doing it for me. I don't think anymore.
Yeah, like you're saying, the Rockers so
That was
up
a
and
weird
down
laugh,
about
yeah.
it. They're
Yeah,
like
I think
when they
Florida
picked
and
up-
Rocker are on the same boat, dude. I think when they
Yeah.
play the top teams, it's just I don't think they're there.
Yeah, when Rocker picked up Standy, they straight up just clapped for like 4 games and then shut back down. And
Yeah, dude, they ran out of gas.
All of a sudden, they picked back up and beat Florida 3-0. Like, where did that come from? What happened? Did they figure
Out-
something out,
energy.
or was it just lucky? Or
Out of those 3 teams, who do you like the most? Out of those 3 teams, who do you like the most? Because I think I like Thieves the most.
Rocker?
Thieves to do what though?
Just to make like, if you had to pick from any of those 3 teams, who do you think would make it furthest, or have the best
Wait,
shot?
what? I'm sorry. What 3 teams? Rocker,
Rocker,
Thieves,
Mutineers,
6, 7, and 8.
Thieves.
in this tournament.
Yeah, in this tournament and in champs.
I think the Thieves.
More
Yeah.
champs, in my opinion, but
I have my money on the Thieves. Out of those 3 teams,
Yeah,
to make a better run, them.
I just think that with the roster they have, the players they have more specifically, like, I feel like if any team is going to get together, it's going to be them. I just don't know that I trust Minnesota or Florida.
I agree.
The roller coaster that Minnesota's put me on, yeah, I don't know if I'd pick them either.
And I
But
think
I'm gonna pick Minnesota just because.
the Thieves have more talent than both those teams,
I do too.
in my opinion.
And I also it really sucks to have FaZe where they are in this position, because I feel like regardless who we think is going to make it to the grand finals, I just don't see anybody beating FaZe.
Yes.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
and that really
The thing,
like,
the thing
that
is,
stinks.
dude, the way Ultra beat them last time was just like such a almost like a lightning in a bottle moment, where like things were just going so well. Ultra just came out of nowhere. Literally,
Banson
like
went like
no
10-0
one,
in Express Search and
dude,
Destroy.
no one
like,
expected it. Like, oh man, it
They
was
couldn't do it
insane.
again. I don't think they could do it again.
I don't think so either. I think it has to be somebody else.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
And
tough.
I mean, New York's out of the conversation, so it's really just up to Empire, Optic, or Thieves.
Surge.
Those are the only 3 I see making it to the finals aside from it.
for the
Oh,
sake
okay.
of viewership
Surge,
and just
no. I was gonna
storylines,
say it,
Optic
no.
make the finals, please.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
It'll save.
for the storylines, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
I
even
would
I'm not even an Optic fan, but just for the story, man.
Yeah, I'd pay money for an Optic FaZe final. And
Oh,
Optic
dude.
wins.
Yeah.
Speaking of storylines,
Will it happen?
Lewis, I believe it was you that shared this. The Crimsix tweet.
Oh yeah.
Supposedly, they were trying, when they were getting rid of Hook, they tried to trade for Clayster. And there were talks, and then they fell through, I believe, after they got second at that, whatever major that was. If I remember correctly, reading that tweet. I can
Major
find
3,
it again real
yeah.
quick. But yeah,
It was Major 3.
how do you guys feel about that? Any thoughts? That's kind of crazy to me that they dropped him and then they're like, hey,
Honestly,
actually, we want you to come back.
I would have rather known that from the start, like after they drop Hook, because in my head I'm like, oh well, it's just really your roster from last year that you're,
Yeah.
flip flopping between. And even I don't know if you guys remember, but when Empire split, they literally split. I think it was like the day after they won champs. So like,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was something along the lines of like Hook volunteering himself to be dropped.
Yes.
And he was just gonna try like Valorant or something, and then
Oh, really?
yeah, that they
I didn't know
they
that.
said that in the off season, I think, between games.
Weird.
And then Clay was like, "Nah, man, like I'll leave. Like it's cool. You stay. Like all good." So Clay gets kicked, and then they keep those 3 or those 4, and then I guess they were like, "Let's drop Hook." Things just aren't working out with him. Illy was on a sub last year. And this year he's like second AR or whatever, but he could probably pick up the sub role. And but then they got Fellow in like as a stand-in basically until they picked up somebody better. And Vivid's honestly been crushing it though. So
He actually has. He's been really good.
yeah.
I noticed in the replies to this tweet that Crimsix had, the Royal Ravens are like, yo. That's so funny.
The page manager forgot he was on the Royal Ravens account.
Has Clayster responded to that?
He is not. I was looking.
I know his girlfriend has.
Yeah, she
What'd she
what did
say?
she tweet? Like a crying face
It wasn't a crying
or like
face.
a
It's
sad or something?
it's almost like a. I don't even know what that emoji is.
I think I'm
called.
emoji illiterate.
Share your face and make the face from the emoji.
I don't.
I can't find
I ain't
it.
doing that.
I
It
ain't
has like
doing
a-
that. He says.
It has like a bubble coming out of his mouth.
Oh, like a sigh.
Oh
He's
yeah,
a
yeah,
sigh.
yeah.
Oh, come on,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
That's
Look
like
at
my
this.
favorite. It's like a top 3 emoji for me.
So 3 days ago, Clayster tweeted a picture from an airplane taking off with the peace sign. And then today he retweeted. I feel like Jake Lucky or something. I don't like this, but he retweeted a Pat McAfee tweet basically saying, "Nobody understands what your plans, your dreams are. They don't understand the work you put in. If something doesn't feel right, trust that. Act accordingly. Let's have a day." So I don't know, man. It's interesting. I feel like
Did
if
you
he
guys
was,
see? Did you guys see the whole thing with Asim and what he said about Clay?
No.
basically he
Oh.
said that he quit, didn't he? Like he quit on the team.
Kinda. Yeah. So what happened, David and Darren? If you guys didn't hear it,
Yeah, no, I did
he-
not know.
I saw like a clip this morning, like randomly. But it was something talking about like what was it? I think it was Zuma streaming the flank,
Yeah.
and they were coming up with a scenario of Enable. I think was on the show, and Enable came up, or I think Zuma came up with the scenario of like, oh, maybe Clayster did leave for some time off for mental reasons, or he left to show them, oh, you guys cannot win without me. Like you guys need me, so I need you guys to step up, kind of thing.
Oh, what?
And then Enable kind of ran with that a little bit, like kind of half jokingly, because they're like, no, it's probably not the case, but we'll see. And then Asim said like, no, that's actually exactly what happened. So it was kind of weird. I don't know.
I wonder if that's
like,
why he tweeted after they won whatever match they won. Asim tweeted something basically like
hyping himself up.
hyping him. Yeah, he just like
Oh, I
gassed
think
himself
that's just
up.
normal. Yeah, I
You
think so
think
too.
so?
I think it was like
Okay.
extra. I think it was extra hype to like, I don't know, solidify the fact that I can do it. But
Because it
I
was
mean,
like,
who did they play in Paris or something?
I'm an OBJ, SMG,
Yeah.
IGL.
Yeah.
I think he said
And they-
SMG
and-
twice.
And they played like a Paris Legion, so it was like, you guys should be beating that.
Yeah.
Even though they've been a team for a while, I think you guys beat them. I have a question.
Yes.
Relating back to Major 5. I assume we all know that FaZe are going to take it. Who do you guys
Yeah.
think takes Dallas FaZe?
FaZe.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's just like players. Or did they go last map in the last major? In the finals? Wasn't it? It was a game 9, remember? And they washed them. FaZe washed them.
Yeah.
But it was a game 9. Are you sure?
I don't know, dude. I just don't see.
They got that ice?
I just don't.
FaZe
I don't know, dude.
learns.
FaZe is just too good, man.
I guarantee you, FaZe has gone back and watched that again and again and again and gone over what.
You don't think Rambo's done that on the Empire side?
I know that. I'm sure they have.
I don't even think if
FaZe has a
Rambo did or
way-
not. I don't think it matters. Rambo can go watch as much film as he wants.
I
But
don't know.
Simp and Abizi are gonna like break Crim's old hands, you know.
But Shotzi is on that team, and Vivid is on that team.
Shotzi isn't on that team.
Yeah, I'm
He's
still
on
gonna
the
say
team.
FaZe, and I hope I'm wrong.
Dude, you're telling me Abizi's better than Shotzi?
I'm telling you,
just kidding.
FaZe.
I'm
is
just
very
kidding.
good.
That's like such a hard question to answer. I don't know.
Good.
Yeah, they're both pretty incredible. But is Abizi a multi FPS champion?
No.
Did he defeat a dynasty? Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, I
I'm
just
kidding, I'm
submitted
just
my
hyping up.
predictions. You can submit
I'm
your
doing
predictions
I'm doing mine
and
right now.
join our group. Search for the Average Bros podcast on the leaderboards, and see if you can beat us for the major and champs. Lewis, I do believe you're catching up.
Dude, I'm almost caught up to Darren. Like 30 points off. Dude, I come up with a good bracket for this major. I'm in it. I'm in there.
Yeah, but you're also I'm only 4 points ahead of Darren, so I actually can't talk anything. So.
Oh dang!
Is
Oh,
this
yeah.
just a roasting session? What is this?
No, I was just saying I can't roast because I'm, and I'm
still
also
really far.
Lewis,
I
you
actually
have. Oh my gosh.
I'm ahead of Maddie now quite a bit. I mean, I'll say quite a bit, but I'm ahead of him more than I usually am.
You're
Nice.
You've gained
He was
10
like
points on
1
him in
point
stage
behind
5.
you.
Yeah.
It was like
Dude,
He's
I
not
did
had a good stage
terribly
5.
this weekend too, man. If I did good this weekend, bro, I'd be so much closer there.
Lewis,
When did
I
you
think-
start, Lewis? Major 4?
halfway
Mid-major
through.
4.
Yeah, I was
Good.
gonna say
Oh
you've
my
gotten 70
God.
points just from stage 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
that's
like-
actually,
Every week, I think I had like around 30 points, except for like the last major too.
That's
that's
nuts.
actually pretty crazy. Hopefully they'll do this pick'ems thing again whenever new Call of Duty and all that comes out, and we'll have
Yeah.
to start it from the beginning
Yes,
and then
definitely.
see what happens.
Dude,
Definitely.
I want to do this for Halo. Like, I want to figure out a
Yeah,
way to
that'd be
do this
fun.
for
That'd be
Halo.
sweet.
That'd be fun. Like
Come
Wouldn't
like
that
the
be awesome?
Pick'ems thing.
some sort of bracket.
Dude, they used to
Yeah.
have for the Pro League, they had a Halo 5 like fantasy thing where you could like draft your players.
I feel like I remember that.
I remember doing that like
It was
a
like
few
a-
weeks.
I remember it didn't pop off, but it was like
Oh,
I think I
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
It was
I do
cool.
remember
It was
that.
like a good concept.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
cool.
don't think enough people did it.
Yeah, I did it. I remember doing it. Yeah, yeah.
Do we want to talk? I mean, we can talk about some of the matches that happened in the home series. Honestly, the biggest one I want to talk about was freaking Optic and Thieves. That was
Crazy.
dude. The first two maps, I was like, yo, Optic's gonna 3-0 them like easy.
Yeah. Well, those are like some of their best maps too. So
It's true.
it's weird to me that you know, it's funny. I'm not surprised that Thieves brought it back and like reverse swept. They're that team. They should
They
be
can do that.
doing stuff like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like a
So-
fourth quarter team.
Still though, Thieves, and it might be because of the whole online thing, you know, whatever, like chalk it up to whatever you want, but they've been like, they lost against Paris Legion, they got 3-1 by Thieves, so it's kind of weird. I think they play Optic well, like that matchup head to head has always been pretty good between Thieves and Optic. I'm honestly I'm kind of glad for them because then they get to start in a winner's bracket and they get to compete and hopefully they do good at the major.
Yeah.
But I still think they have the same sort of inconsistency that Optic kind of struggled with. It'd been cool to see Optic go flawless. But obviously there's still things to work on. Like they're not phased yet. They beat them and stuff, but it still wasn't in that LAN environment like where it really mattered. Like even the players said it, like it feels good to win, but this isn't much. You know, like this is just like the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. I actually don't hate
So-
the loss because I think if they were to go into this major like going 5-0, they would just be like, we're back. And I don't know. Like, I think a loss like this like can help them. They're like, all right, we don't got it yet. Like we still got to keep going.
It's
I like
better
that
to lose
too.
now.
Yes.
Than lose to the Thieves game 5 at
Yep.
Major 5.
Yeah, I think it's good that they got a little dirt thrown in their face right at the last match, right before the
Mhm.
major, because it's just like yo, remember, like you guys did pretty good,
And like
but it's not there yet. You know,
you could
like,
maybe
figure
even
it out.
see that like with them going up 2-0 in the manner they did. They're like, hey, we got this. And then you get
Yeah.
reverse swept. Like that's even more
Yeah.
just like you actually
I
don't
told
got
Bash-
this.
I told Bash it was my fault because he was watching it before I was. They went up 2-0. I start watching it, and they get reverse swept.
Yeah.
Oh no,
We were like hanging out in Discord and he starts watching it and
Dude.
they start losing.
I've done that before. Like if there's a team that I like playing, and then I join and they lose whatever round or whatever's going on, and I'm just like, I gotta stop watching. I was like, I can't.
Did
It's
you
like, I'm
guys
doing bad.
did you guys all watch that match?
I watched
Most
it
of
up
it.
until. Actually, no, I didn't watch it. I think I was busy.
Dude,
I
Slasher
just watched. I had it
what
on
you-
and was
what
paying
we did
attention to
together.
it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Slasher runs the streets of Moscow. Like
Slasher
he
runs
was
the streets of
on
Moscow.
fire with
Those
his
are
AR.
his.
It was nuts. But
He is really good, man. Like when
Yeah.
he's given the opportunity to use the AR the way he can, he's a humongous threat.
yep. A couple other matchups that had ramifications with the points. Rocker 3-0'd Florida. That was a surprise to me. I can't lie, Darren. So that kind
too.
of
Yeah,
anchored them in that 6th seed for now.
I think
and
the
then,
Rocker 3-0 on Florida is exactly the same as the Surge 3-0 on the Gorillas.
Yeah.
You know? It's like you expected like a game 5 or
yeah.
something. Maybe the other team wins, but
definitely-
3-0.
With the
Like,
way
what?
Florida been playing, I did not pick Minnesota to win that.
Me
Yeah.
either. I
And,
picked.
uh,
I think I
yeah.
picked 3-1 Florida. I'm not
But
gonna
that's
lie.
what's funny though, because Florida and Minnesota, like those are the two teams that we talk about. They either play great or they
Oh,
Yeah.
they,
They're
play
the roller
flat.
coaster teams.
yeah,
And
they
when
give
you
their
have
little
both
brother
of
the
those-
controller.
Yeah, and then when you have both of those teams playing against each other, it's like who knows?
Like,
who's
who's
win?
gonna be good? Who's gonna be bad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be a tie for all we know.
sure.
And then Dallas 3-1 Ultra, and
That
now
was
they
a-
have
that
a
was a surprise.
15-point lead for that 2nd seed and the first round bye in the champs. That's actually
They're-
huge, and I think because of that they won their group and get a
Yeah.
first round bye in the major.
Yeah.
That was actually a huge match.
Yeah.
Did any of that surprise you guys? Obviously, we talked about like Rocker, kind of surprising. Did the Dallas
mean,
win surprise
Dallas-
you?
Kinda, yeah.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Lewis.
Sorry, I was coughing. The Dallas one, yes, I actually had I think I mentioned this earlier, but I had Ultra winning that 3-1. So the fact that they lost 3-1 was cool. But I think honestly, it probably came down to the vetoes, which is a big part of Call of Duty, which is why it's so day to day. Because if you beat somebody just based off of vetoes, you could 3-0 a team like Rocker 3-0'd Mutineers.
Yeah.
Just because Rocker played specific maps that like maybe in scrims they saw something that wasn't clicking, and they're like, okay, let's keep that one in the back burner and let's get better at that map. That way, for this matchup, we know exactly what to veto, and hopefully things go our way and we just play our game.
I kind of think Toronto isn't as good as they were earlier in the year. I kind of think they might have peaked too early and then they've fallen behind.
I can see that.
And I think
methods, bro.
I think there was conversation about that. I think somebody like left or like went back to like Europe for a week or two or something, and I don't think they could like get good practice. And that's
Really?
actually I want to say
I
that
don't
was on the
remember.
flank they were talking about that.
I
How like
don't
they
really
weren't able to
remember
get
that,
good
but-
practice for like a week or two, and that because of that they've fallen behind.
Yeah,
But I definitely don't think they're as good as they were.
dude, this major is gonna be good.
Oh, it's
If
gonna
my bracket is accurate to some degree, even the losers bracket gets super interesting. Just because you have like at some point you might have like a Surge versus Rocker, and like a Florida versus LA, like Thieves.
yeah.
Those matches, that gets interesting.
Lewis, what are you
Just 'cause
gonna
it's on land.
what are you gonna do if Surge lose day one? Are you gonna be sad?
Oh, I'll actually be mind blown. But I don't think they will though.
Paris is good though. Like they,
No,
I don't
they're
know.
not.
Like they
Stop.
can be good. They can. Okay,
Stop.
sorry. They can be good. I feel like
Oh man.
I feel
I
like
don't know when, but sure, I believe you.
I feel like Minnesota and Florida and Thieves look in the mirror and they see Paris on the other side of like the outside of champs. I don't know. Paris like has played good.
Oh, you think they're gonna like underestimate Paris?
No, I just think Paris is like they're either really good or they're really bad team,
Oh.
but of the bad teams. So like they're really good is like decent for the good teams.
The thing is though, New York beat them.
That's
Day
true.
2 with Diamond Con.
This is true.
And Ravens beat them.
Okay, so maybe this major or this stage
it
they're
was-
not that good.
It was
Yeah.
a 3-2.
Legion is out, bro. Round
NYSL
1.
It was not a blowout between NYSL and Legion.
No, it wasn't a blowout by any means.
you-
And then it wasn't a blowout with Ravens, but they just don't got that Game 5 ice. And just based off that alone, I'm gonna have to give it to the Surge.
Just
Fair
don't go to
enough.
Game 5. Just win the first 3 and be done with it.
Facts. Yeah. End it by 4 and you're good.
Yeah.
We mentioned a little bit of Halo, and I was curious if we could transition into that.
yeah, I was actually about to just
Let's go.
talk about that. So
Nice segue, Lewis.
I don't know who
Hey.
tweeted it, but it was that Halo. It was their Road to Infinite, whatever their monthly blog or weekly. But it basically said it was all about flighting, and it basically said flights could begin as soon as this upcoming weekend, which means we could potentially be playing Halo Infinite this weekend.
I'm playing it right now.
While you're
Yeah.
driving home.
David has that
They
insight
said
for
this
sure.
first. I want to find the tweet, but they said this first flight is going to be mostly focused on the bots and like the training modes that they have. Let me see if I can find the actual post about it.
I actually,
uh,
I don't think anybody's against that. Honestly, I thought more
Mm.
people would have like a reaction to like, oh, it's just bots, like. But I think it's cool because you still get a sense for the game, the movement, the shooting, all the mechanics, maybe the
Yeah.
capabilities of the bots, depending on like if they limit them to any degree. Like maybe you can only play like normal or heroic bots, and not like the legendary mythic bots that just they're the
Aim
ones
bots.
at you. Yeah.
Let me see. They explained like why they call it a technical preview instead of a beta. They basically said they want to check like server loads and stuff, which is, I mean, that's kind of all just That's like a given.
Okay, well,
Check
here's
that.
Sandman to come give you guys some negative energy.
I love
Okay,
it.
flights are dumb. Beta better.
Actually, somebody, David, this week,
Yeah.
countered my thought process on betas because like there hasn't been any really good betas as of late because like the servers are laggy, they crash.
Yeah.
Everybody's in there and like day one, you can't play till like day 2 or 3 comfortably.
Sure.
With the flights, I kind of you can get the short what is it you can pick the short straw and go get like the last wave of flights in like 2 months and not get into the game until then.
Yeah.
Or you can get kind of lucky and get in like on the third wave of flights whenever that'll be or whatever, and
Sure.
you get to play the game comfortably. And flights, the way they've been doing them, it's not bad because it really is a game. It has limitations, yeah, but overall it's like the majority of the game. So
Yeah.
if anything, betas usually are just like multiplayer or just like a campaign or just like a mode, where like a flight, like how Halo's been doing it, is like a very like it's like a few different things. It could be like not just multiplayer, but multiplayer and maybe like a random mission in the campaign.
So on that
Yeah.
note,
So I don't know. It's like it's 50-50 for me. It depends.
this is what they're going to. This is their focus areas for the first technical preview. Arena gameplay versus bots on 3 different maps.
Mhm.
Academy's weapon drills, which is I assume just the like teaching you how to use different weapons.
Mhm.
The menu and battle pass UI, and then there's new waypoint experiences on the web, iOS, and Android. So they said there will be stuff. Let's see. We'll be granting invited accounts a set amount of in-game credits. They'll be free to use the credits how they see fit, but technical or customization items unlocked during technical previews will not carry over to the full game release. And so they're gonna have like a small section of the battle pass available, and just some of the customization options, just so that you can have some form of customization and they can see how well that works, what people like, what people don't like.
But can I use the grapple shot against the bots?
I hope so,
Maybe.
dude.
That's what I
That's
want to know. That's what
yeah.
I really want to do. I
I'm
wanna
curious
play
to
around
know
with
what kind of equipment you'll be able to use
Yeah.
against the bots or in general. Like if everything's gonna be there, that'd be
You get-
insane.
You get
I'm
one
just-
gun.
I'm just curious how many angry
Imagine,
tweets
oh
are going to
no.
be about there being
It's like an
sprint in the
SMG.
game.
About being sprint.
What were you
Yeah,
saying, Derwin? Sorry.
There's going to be so many angry tweets with sprint being in the game, I'm sure.
Oh, dude, they've had a
I think
year
we're
to get
past
over it.
that. I think
Yeah.
I don't know. I think people could or they
They're
could get
still
over
gonna
it.
do it. No, they're still going to
People will tweet about anything though.
If anything, people are going to be more mad that they're not in the fights, but Tim the
Yes.
Tatman and Uber Nick and everybody else is.
They said that said, we've been given the okay to say our first bot-focused technical preview could happen as soon as next weekend. So it's not guaranteed to happen this weekend, but it could.
Cool.
That's trash, bro.
Oh yeah. That's also something I think people aren't happy with, especially if they don't go through and like release some flights this weekend. I think there's going to be a lot of people are going to be very mad, David. But kind of like going away from that a little bit from the flights, talking more esports side of Halo Infinite. I don't know if you guys remember, but there's like an article and even a video that Adam from Esports Engine and Tashi sat down and spoke about like the roadmap for Infinite.
Yes.
Yeah, where is it?
And how they have it, and how Halo or 343 is trying to work directly with esports organizations, kind of like Cloud9, Sentinels, and Envy so far. What other esports orgs do you guys want to see in Halo? Like, or what is one like you could see being in it? I'm curious.
I wouldn't mind. Is Splice still around?
That's a good question.
I think they were
That's a really
absorbed,
good
weren't
question. I have no idea.
To Google.
I think they were dissolved and then they were
I
absorbed
think they were
by like
bought. Yeah, I think they were
company.
bought.
Okay. I really liked like Splice's like branding. I want E United though. That's the biggest one.
Oh yeah, I think United is for sure. Eventually,
I need more E United in my life.
I would like I don't know. A part of me
Tox.
doesn't want. Yeah, Toxie. I'm trying to think of what esports orgs are left.
I wouldn't mind seeing Optic come back, but I don't think they would come
There's a
back
lot.
unless they could get Sentinel's
TJ and
team. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm really trying to think of like esport orgs. I feel like we got them all back, but we actually don't.
100 Thieves would be cool.
Yeah,
I just don't know
100
if
cool.
those teams are going to come back. Like, are going to. How do I put this? Like, Cloud9 was in Halo before. Who else come back? Envy. They've been in
Envy.
Halo for years. Sentinels isn't Sentinels kind of the only new team that's in
Yeah.
the new org? But they also picked up
Mm-hmm.
the best team over the last 5 years, so
Mhm.
it's kind of easy for them to jump in. I don't know that we're gonna see many like new orgs jump in right away.
Interesting. Because I know
think as
like
it grows, they might jump in more, but right out the gate, I think
other esports orgs, David, would be like that are pretty popping right now. Still would be like Dignitas.
Oh
We
yeah,
got
yeah, that'd be cool.
Gen G. We have
TSM.
Immortals. We have TSM.
I
Don't
mean,
know them.
I've already said I think it'd be cool if Snipe Down
Yeah,
could run like a TSM Halo squad while doing
Yeah.
Apex.
Yeah,
That'd be sweet.
true. You got teams out there that have hinted at Halo teams like United.
Space Station.
Yeah, Space Station said that they had a team. I'm pretty sure or something,
Oh,
right?
really?
Didn't they release that like a year ago?
Okay.
They dropped some sort of something or
Oh,
like
FaZe.
said something about
I
like
think a FaZe Halo team would be legit.
Ooh,
that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Be very cool. I could see a FaZe Halo team for sure. If Infinite is like popping enough, like in the first few months, I could see FaZe joining in.
I think if
with the
like FaZe
roster.
gets into it, I think that'd make it more likely that like 100 Thieves would get into it.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Or even
I'm a-
other orgs like TSM.
I'm gonna throw in a random one. NRG, I think, might eventually
cool.
show interest.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
I could see that. Maybe.
Or what are they called now though? What do
NRG?
they have like on their Rocket League team?
Oh,
they're called like NRG something or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, what is it? Oh, I can't remember what it is.
Yeah. So like their Rocket League team isn't called NRG anymore. They're like called. It's like
They had like a separate team name.
well, it's like
really?
what TSM does now with TS. They're not just TSM. They're TSM.
FTX.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
The general NRG.
Yeah, the general. Yeah,
Wait,
the
is it
general,
like
the
the
freaking
general like the
Probably,
Shaq
yeah.
commercials?
insurance company, bro.
Go to the general and save some
Oh, no.
time.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my gosh! Wait, I've been seeing
I
NRG
think,
posting clips of Shaq playing Rocket League.
Oh, that's cool. I was gonna
Yeah.
say really quick. Wait, honing it back. I don't think NRG can join Halo because how Hex is in NRG and communicated with the CEO and told him like, oh no, we can't join Halo unless we have this roster. So I assume that dude will take that as advice in the future and be like, oh, I can't join unless I have that roster, or like players that are like up here.
Honestly, dude, I don't know if Sentinels will even let him go.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so either. Not with how they've been doing in like Valorant or something. I think they hang on to them tight.
they want like championships in every game.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, dude. I don't mind that because Sentinels like backs their squads. Like there hasn't been that much going on in Halo, but Sentinels is still like backing them. Like they tweet about them. They've done a little bit of content with them and stuff, but like.
What are you saying? Wait, I'm confused. Are you saying they would let them go?
No. I'm saying like I don't mind the fact that like they wouldn't let them go.
Oh yeah,
Because
no,
like
either.
Sentinels is
I
a
think
good
Sentinels
org
is
for
dope.
them to play for.
Yeah, Sentinels is dope.
But
Yeah, and they've treated him really well.
yes,
Yeah.
they didn't have to sign them 2 years before the game came out. Like, but they did. You know.
Yeah, and they could easily backed out, which
Yeah.
I'm sure might have happened behind the scenes that we don't know about, where some people were like, we don't want to pay those salaries for a year without anything to show for it.
No,
you know?
yeah, they were probably honestly like Tashi and all them had to be like, look, this is our program. This is what we're
Yeah.
doing. Like, don't
Yeah.
leave, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was like a don't leave, please. I think it was just like we understand probably whatever you're gonna do, and the game will release next year, so we can renegotiate then, kind of thing. or
Yeah.
whatever. Never know.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what Halo esports is gonna look like in 2022.
When do you think we even get that announcement?
Hopefully soon, because I believe
whenever the game comes out.
the
When are we gonna
last
get that announcement?
Whenever the game comes out, the day before.
the last esports post, which is kind of it seems to be pretty monthly. No, it's not quite monthly, but the last one was the end of June, so hopefully we'll get something here in the next
I think
week or so.
You know how they announced the teams in waves, kind of like Sentinels and then Envy and then Cloud9 or whatever. Oh no, wait, other way. It was Sentinels, then Cloud9, randomly Envy, like in March or something.
Yeah.
Of this year. I think they're gonna do like a wave of them, and we're gonna hear about like 3 teams be released like at once. Just like a random speculation. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Because they talked about this partnered team deal, and how they have like a list of teams that are partnered already.
Yeah.
I still think it's gonna be up to the teams to announce that, but I would expect we'd see more announcements coming soon.
No, I don't think it. I think with how 343's been treating Halo, I bet you it's up to them, or they're like hoping to release them at a certain time.
Really?
I could see that. Because like, why would you like? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably a mixture of like, oh, trust, like we got this. We'll announce them soon. But I think with the flights coming out, it's probably pushing a little bit of those announcements, hopefully up for like the next month. Maybe in August we'll see a few announcements.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You think it gets delayed?
The game?
No.
Yeah.
No shot. There's no shot.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
I say that, but no, there's no shot.
Speaking of delaying things,
How do you delay something when you don't have when you don't have a date? They could literally release it December 31st. Be like,
What are you
"Still
talking about, bro? They
holidays."
have a date. Holiday 2021.
I hate when people say that. Darren, what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna expand our game talk a little bit more. Elder Scrolls 6 rumors I read about. 2024.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's so far away, man.
Dude,
The
That's
new
gonna come out a
Fable.
year after GTA 6.
They rumored it around Fable, which was supposed to be 2023, which I am now pissed about because I wanted Fable, so I'm gonna have to wait.
dude, thinking about 2024 makes me realize I'm gonna be 30 when that
Wait.
game is out.
Sorry, GTA 6 is
I don't
2025.
like that.
I'm gonna be 32.
Yeah, but that's you know. I'm just kidding.
Team of 4?
Yeah. 24 is so far. I don't know. Whatever. That's cool. Whatever. Give me a trailer. I don't care. I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online actually, Darren, and that's gotten me my fill of like Skyrim vibes. You know.
Yeah. I've wanted to play online. I just haven't ever committed to it. I always
It's
end up
cool.
playing it by myself.
It's so chill. I'll play with you. It's literally like just you
Bet.
pick it.
Let's do it.
You can play it so passively and not pay attention. It's great.
Oh, great.
great.
That's
Sounds
what I'm
amazing.
best at is not paying attention to things.
great.
Is there anything else anybody wanted to bring up, or?
I think I'm good. We should expand our esports list once more esports stuff comes up.
Definitely.
Not just God.
Let's get
No,
more
definitely.
Rocket League involved.
I'm down. I
I love watching.
I love
Rocket
watching
League.
Rocket League. Jinx.
I need to go pick a team.
I mean, I have a team.
Who's your team?
Nice.
Vitality.
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot.
He goes who's your team.
I'm biased, but you know,
That's funny.
Cool.
Yeah,
I can't understand a word they say. They speak French, but
but hey, they're pretty good at Rocket League, man.
they're pretty good at Rocket League. They got a 3-time world champion on there.
Yeah, I guess if there's nothing else, we'll definitely expand our esports knowledge and conversations once more stuff starts kicking off. Make your picks for Major 5.
I just
Already
did.
have.
When
I
you
literally did it.
for,
Right.
for anyone watching or listening, when you make your picks, make sure they're good because you cannot change it after you submit them. So
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
know. I made some like risky ones too.
I know what happens if they
Dude,
what
David,
happens
they're
if
all risky.
Wednesday
There's no safe.
what happens if Wednesday night they're like, hey, Clayster's back tomorrow, and you're just like,
I'd be
oh, great,
And he wins
bracket's
the major.
screwed.
yeah, for real.
Actually, my bracket would probably look the same with Clayster on or not on.
I think it
I'll be-
looks
I'll be
similar from
honest.
mine, but yeah, make your picks and join our group. And if you're listening to this, be sure to check out the YouTube video. If you're watching it and you have time, you can listen to us if you can't watch. If that makes any sense at all.
That just confused the crap out of me.
Basically, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, basically anywhere you listen to podcasts, and on YouTube and Twitter. Thanks for watching.
We're everywhere.